This is gonna be good.
Yeah, it's up in the air. Follow Beverly.
Live from the studios of SEN in Phoenix, Arizona, it's Steve Summers.
Hey, welcome to the show today. I am so glad that you are here. I'm Steve Summers. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Come on. The stars won't come out if they know that you're about, because they couldn't catch that glow in your eyes. And oh, who am I? Just an ordinary guy, trying hard to win me first prize. Oh, my candida, we could make it together. The further from you, girl, the better. Where the air is fresh and clean. My candida, just take my hand and I'll lead you. I promise life will be sweeter, and it says so in my dreams. The future is so bright. The gypsy told me so last night. She said she saw our children playing in the sunshine, and there you and I in a house, baby, no lie. And all these things were yours and they were mine. Oh, my candida, we could make it together. The further from you, girl, the better. Where the air is fresh and clean. My candida, just take my hand and I'll lead you. I promise life will be sweeter, as it says so in my dreams. I am so glad that you are with me today. My name is Steve Summers. We're broadcasting live from the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix, Arizona, where it's beautiful weather out here. I hope today finds you happy and healthy. So glad you're with me here for the next hour. And oh, who am I? Just an ordinary guy. You know I'm trying hard to win me first prize. Oh, my candida, we could make it together. The further from you, girl, the better. Where the air is fresh and clean. Ooh, my candida, just take my hand and I'll lead you. I promise life will be sweeter, and it says so in my dreams. What a great way to start off the show today. Tony, Orlando, and Dom with Candida. Love Grows or My Rosemary Goes was a #1 song a long time ago, probably still popular today. Great song, great way to get started off on our show today. Coming up, trivia on the half hour, and Today in History on the way too. She ain't got no money, her clothes are kind of funny, her hair is kind of wild and free. Oh, but love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. She talks kind of lazy, people say she's crazy, her life is but a mystery. Oh, but love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. Put your hands up, come on. There's something about a man holding mine, it's a feeling that's fine, and I've just gotta say, hey, she's really got a magical spell, and it's working so well, I can't get away. I'm a lucky fella, I just gotta tell her that I love her endlessly, because love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. Oh yeah. There's something about a hand say, hey, she's really got a magical spell, and it's working so well, I can get away. I'm a lucky fella, I just gotta tell her that I love her endlessly, because love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. Woo! If it's going every place she's been moving, nobody knows like me. If you met her, then you never forget her, nobody knows like me. Oh yeah, Edison Lighthouse made that song, a one-hit wonder from Edison Lighthouse. Okay, maybe there were two songs or so. Love grows where my rosemary goes on our show today. Hello to Leroy and Samantha, Sarah, Tim, and Eileen watching the show today from different communities. We go back, we play America's Songbook. We had a request for this one last week. Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck. Lonely table just for one, in a bright and crowded room, while the music has begun. I drink to memories in the room. Pineapple juice, by the way. Though the music still the same, it has a bittersweet refrain. So play the song the way it used to be, before she left and changed it all to sadness. And maybe if she's passing by my window, she will hear a love song and a melody. And even if those words are not so tender, she will always remember the way it used to be. Friends stop by and say hello, and I laugh and hide the pain. It's quite easy till they go, then that song begins again. So play the song the way it used to be, before she left and changed it all to sadness. And maybe if she's passing by my window, she will hear a love song and a melody. And even if the words are not so tender, she will always remember the way it used to be. The way it used to be. So many great songwriters on that song, too few to mention today. Our special show Monday. Did you have a good weekend? Was it good? How many of you had a good weekend? Raise your hand. How many of you had a so-so weekend? Raise your hand. How many just thought, man, I'm glad the weekend's out of the way? Raise your hand.
Either way, I'm so glad you're with me today, and the wonderful folks over here at Link Senior that make it happen each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. That would be 3 o'clock Central Time where you are, or maybe even 4 o'clock Eastern, or California time's the same as our time right now, so wherever you may be, we so appreciate it today. You know what? We have to celebrate some birthdays today. We have one gentleman here. Let's see how many of you can find out who this guy is right here. Let's see if I can hit the switch here and do it right. Let's see here. Can we get him over on the other screen? It's not wanting to work right now. Well, that's okay. There he is. Ta-da! Who's this gentleman right here? This guy right here, an incredible artist. You might remember him from a group that did a song called Poison Ivy a long time ago. You might remember Poison Ivy. Might remember that? Well, this guy, he was a member of the Robins and the Coasters, who scored the 1958 hit Yakety Yak. Remember that? Yakety Yak! Don't talk back. Remember that? Number 2 in the U.S. It went to number 6 in the U.K. There was a song Charlie Brown. Remember Charlie Brown? Fee, fee, fi, fi, fo, fo, fum. I smell fire in the auditorium. Charlie Brown. He's from that group, Coasters. As well as Youngblood and, of course, Poison Ivy. Unfortunately, Mr. Nunn is no longer with us. He passed 1986, but I'll tell you what, he and the original Coasters left us some great fun songs back then. And if you don't mind, we celebrate his belated birthday today. Born in 1925, the incredible Mr. Bobby Nunn today. You might know this song right here. It goes something like this. Come on. She comes like a rose, but everybody knows she'll get you in Dutch. You can look, but you better not touch. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. She's pretty as a daisy, but look out, man, she's crazy. She'll really do you in if you let her get under your skin. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. Measles make you mumpy, mumps will make you lumpy, chicken pox will make you jump and twitch. A common cold will fool ya, a whooping cough can fool ya. Poison ivy, Lord, make you reach. You're gonna get an ocean of calamine lotion. You'll be scratching like a hound the minute you start to mess around. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at nights while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. Measles make you mumpy, mumps will make you lumpy, chicken pox will make you jump and twitch. A common cold will fool ya, a whooping cough can cool ya. Poison ivy, Lord, make you itch. You're gonna need an ocean of calamine lotion. You'll be scratching like a hound if I could only reach the minute you start to mess around. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, the Coasters on our show today. Happy birthday to the late Bobby Nunn. I just love that song so much, bringing back a few memories from the past. We had a request. George is watching the show today, and he said, Steve, can you do some country? Absolutely, George. This one is for you today. But you know, you can't sing a country song without wearing a hat on, right? By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note I left hanging
on her door. She'll laugh when she reads that part since I'm leaving, 'cause I left that girl so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. But you'll just hear that phone keep on ringing. Oh, that one. That is all. By the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly out and call my name. She'll cry just to think I'd really leave her. Though time and time I've tried to tell her so, she just didn't know I would really go, really go, really go.
Oh my goodness, the late great Glenn Campbell, one of the great ones, a song written by Mr. Jimmy Webb. Another crossover country song that was a country back then. It also crossed over into mainstream radio. You might remember this one right here. There was a 70s rock group that actually did it as well, but B.J. Thomas made it a big hit on our special show today.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling, high on believing that you're in love with me. Your lips are sweet as candy, the taste stays on my mind. Girl, you keep me thirsty for another cup of wine. I got it bad for you, girl, I don't need a cure. I'm to stay addicted, I hope I can endure all the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl, yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Come on. Woo. Let's go back, show. All the good love when you're all alone. Keep it up, girl, yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Yeah. Woo. Oh, they don't make them like that anymore for sure. B.J. Thomas. Woo. I think I messed my hair up.
by the way, that also did that song was a group by the name of Blue Swede, or some people said Blue Suede, whichever your preference is. They did Hooked on a Feeling as well. It entered the rock charts a long time ago. What a great song. I'm so glad you're with me today. Somebody told me this dumb joke the other day. I know, we tell these dumb jokes in here. It's really kind of funny, though. It says, what do you call a musician with problems? What do you call a musician with problems? A trebled man. I know. Thank you. Thank you. My last show, they're going to kick me off here before. A trebled man. That's the most ridiculous. That's got to be the most ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. So you met someone who set you back on your feet. Goody, goody. So you met someone you know how it feels. Goody, goody. So you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it into little pieces. How do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. To you, goody goody for him, goody goody for me. I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. Hey, here we go now, come on. So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody goody. So you met someone you know how it feels. Goody goody. So you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it into little pieces. How do you do? So you lie, just singing those blues all night. Goody goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah. You had it coming to ya. Goody goody for him, goody goody for me. Your love has been denied. You've been taken for a ride. I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. All right. Oh yeah. Would you like to swing a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? Then you're better off than you are. Or would you rather be a mule? A mule is an animal with funny long ears. He kicks up at anything he hears.
His back is brawny, but his brain is weak. He's just plain stupid with a stubborn streak.
And by the way, if you hate to go to school, you know what'll happen, right? You may grow up to be a mule.
Or would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? And be better off than you are.
Or would you rather be a pig?
A pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a terrible disgrace. He has no manners when he eats his food. He's fat and lazy and extremely rude.
But if you don't care a feather or fig, you may grow up to be a pig.
Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? And be better off than you are.
Wait a minute. Or would you rather be a fish?
A fish won't do anything but swim in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. And though he's slippery, he still gets caught.
But then if that sort of life is what you wish, ha! You may grow up to be a fish. Kind of jumped up slippery fish, and all the monkeys are in the zoo.
Every day you'll meet quite a few.
So if you see it's all up to you, you can be better than you are. Ha! You could be swinging on a star. Oh, yeah. Oh, we love that song so much. Swinging on a Star. All those great songs of the past. Thank you, Jennifer, for requesting that one today. Special thanks to Larry, too. And also, Maxine, she wanted to hear something from the incredible late, great Ricky Nelson today. So this one's for you. I'm a traveling man, made a lot of stops all over the world, and in every port I own the heart of at least one lovely girl. I've a pretty senorita waiting for me down in old Mexico. If you're ever in Alaska, stop and see my cute little Eskimo. Oh, my sweet Fräulein down in Berlin town makes my heart start to yearn. Oh, my China doll down in old Hong Kong waits for my return. Pretty Polynesian baby over the sea, I remember the night when we walked in the sands of Waikiki and I held you oh so tight. Oh yeah. Oh, my sweet Fräulein down in Berlin town makes my heart start to yearn. Oh, my China doll down in old Hong Kong waits for my return. Pretty Polynesian baby over the sea, I remember the night when we walked in the sands of Waikiki and I held you oh so tight. Oh, I'm a traveling man. Yes, I'm a traveling man. Oh, I'm a traveling man. Yes, I'm a traveling man. Traveling man. Cha cha cha. We have to put a cha 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 at the end of that song every time. That's just part of the deal right there. All right, let's go back and do some monkeys, shall we? Come on. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Oh, love was out to get me. That's the way it seems. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I give, the less I got. Oh, what's the use of trying? All you get is pain. I needed sunshine, I got rain from the surf. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. you go, monkeys, on our special Monday show today. It is time. Woo! Time now for trivia, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fun part of our show. I think all the shows is very fun to do. And I talk about it. We've been on the air since, well, it's been a year and a month. We have been on the air since when COVID actually struck. Even before that, it was August of last year. And then we were doing shows every day, like Monday through Friday. And then Link Senior says, hey, you know what? Let's trim down a little bit since things started to open back up. And so here we are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do trivia right here on the backboard here. It's easy trivia. We do it on the half hour of every show here, and we find out some of this trivia might look familiar to you because we actually did this trivia before, but we're going to see if you're paying attention. And actually, for anybody out there, it doesn't matter if you know the answer or not. You learn something in the process, right? What makes up the majority of a polar bear's diet? Here we are on Monday talking about a polar bear's diet, right? Is it small fish? Is it dolphins? Or is it seals? What makes up the majority of a polar bear's diet? And no, TV dinner is not in the list there, okay? Is it small fish, dolphins, or seals? Let's find out, see what it is here. Correct answer to our question is seals. Run! You're so cute, but you're a polar bear's diet. Polar bear's diet is mainly ringed and bearded seals. I don't know why they have to have, I guess the beard is the attraction. It looks like an hors d'oeuvre. However, they may also eat other foods such as carcasses of whales or walruses too. I am a walrus. Cuckoo kajoob. All right. Next question here. All right. What is the name of an adult female sheep? Adult female sheep. Now, I love the answer. Is it an ewe? Is it a ram? A ram-a-lamma ding-dong? Or is it a lamb? So is it an ewe or a ewe? Is it a ram or is it a lamb? The name of an adult female sheep. Let's see if you got it right. A, B, or C. Ewe? A ram or a lamb? What is it? Correct answer is, it is an E, an And you know what? I know I'm mispronouncing it. It's the name given to a female sheep. However, it is more often applied to a mature female sheep, so not to be confused, as for an example, with a lamb. There you go. My wife, she loves lamb chops. Whenever lamb chops are served in our house, I mean, you might as well shut the kitchen down. It's lamb chops for the night and a big old salad. Next one. About 75% of the energy content in an avocado comes from what? We do avocado smoothies every morning. We do a little bit of a protein mix. We do a little bit of a turmeric. We do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We do it every morning around here. But about 75, and we do avocados. About 75% of the energy content from avocado comes from what? Protein? Is it fat or is it carbohydrates? Protein, fat, or carbohydrates. 75% energy content in an avocado comes from what? If you said fat, you had it right. Avocados have diverse fats. Most of the energy in an avocado comes its fat content, and roughly it's about 2/3 a monosaturated fat. There you go. As simple as that. We're having fat smoothies every morning. Next question. In what country would you typically come across lamingtons? Lamingtons. Have any of you ever heard of a lamington? Raise your hand. A lamington. What country would you typically come from across lamingtons? If you've been to one of these countries, then you'll know the answer to this. Is it Spain? Is it England? Or is it Australia? Spain, England, or Australia? What country would you typically come across lamingtons? If you said Australia, you had it right. Lamingtons or lamingtons. Lamingtons are the Australian cake. Although there are variations, it is typically squares of sponge cake coated in chocolate and, wow, coconut. My mouth is like watering right now. Hey, honey, we're going to go get some lamingtons. I think we got to go to Australia to get it, though. Oh, okay. All right. There you go. Lamingtons. Order it if you ever go out there. Or they may even have it here. Which of the following food is hummus typically made from? Oh, my God. I love hummus. We found our favorite new Mediterranean Greek place not too far away from where Mom lives. It's called Zita's. We absolutely love it. No, it's not a promotional plug, but we love hummus. My wife and I, we'll eat pita, the pita bread, and hummus all day if we had to. What is hummus typically made from? Is it rice? Is it chickpeas? Or is it tofu? What do you think? Following hummus, typically made from what? By the way, it's very good for you. Rice, chickpea, or tofu? See if you got it right. Good luck. Correct answer is chickpeas. Chickpeas. You were right. For those of you who guessed that, hummus comes from the Arabian word meaning chickpeas. Hey, chick, what's up? No, it's chickpeas. Her first name is Chick, last name Peas. There you go. It's usually made with mashed chickpeas and other beans. And it's so good. I can't help it. I think we'll have some after the show. All right, next question. What does kosher mean in Hebrew? Most of you know the answer to this one. Is it pure, is it cooking, or is it meat? Pure, cooking, or meat? What does kosher mean in Hebrew? I know most of you are going to get this correct. Pure, cooking, or meat, A, B, or C. If you said pure, you had it right. Pure it is. Kosher means pure, or pure in Hebrew, clean, typically refers to food that's been ritually prepared or blessed. How many herbs? We've asked this question before, and it's always come up to a bone of a contention on this show. How many herbs and spices are in KFC's special recipe? Is it 10? Is it 11? Or is it 12? 10, 11, or 12 herbs and spices in KFC. I love this pineapple juice. It's so good. Yes, it's really pineapple juice. 10, 11, or 12. If you said 11, you had it right. 11 herbs and spices. And no, I heard somebody, I'm from Oklahoma, and somebody told me one time, he goes, you know how many herbs and spices are in KFC? He asked me, we were talking about that one time. Herbs. I won't mention his name, Dan. And he said herbs, and I went, I think it's herbs. Herbs and spices are used, 11 of them. There are some speculation that Colonel Sanders' nephew found the list of herbs and spices scrawled in a notebook in August of 2016. And you know what? I have a feeling that somebody got a copy of those herbs and spices, because the chicken from some of the places that I visit now tastes an awful lot like KFC used to. I know, the cat's out of the bag. Next question. What is the name of the South Asian bird embryo that is boiled and eaten from the shell? I think I just lost my appetite here. What is the name of the South Asian bird embryo that is boiled and eaten from its shell? Is it Balut, is it Kang, or is it chow mein? Balut, Kang, or chow mein? What do you think? South Asian bird. I don't know that I'll ever have one, but if you have, you'll have to write us and let us know if you have. Correct answer is Balut. Balut. Balut is a developing bird embryo that is eaten from its shell. It is commonly sold as a street food in the Philippines. Would you like your balut with feathers or without feathers? All right. Next question as we wrap this. I don't know where we get these questions. All right. Ghee is a common ingredient in Indian cooking. Ghee. What is ghee? Ghee. I don't know. Curry? Tofu? Clarified butter? What is ghee? Do you know what ghee is? Or some people would say, gee, I don't know. Ghee is a common ingredient in Indian cooking. What is it? Curry, tofu, or clarified butter? Let's find out, see if you got it right today. Correct answer is bingo. Clarified butter. Ghee is clarified butter. It's a class of clarified butter that is commonly used in South Asian, Arabian, and Arabic food. It originated from the ancient India. And there you go, folks. That is it today. I can't believe we actually made it through. We did it. Hope you guys enjoyed the trivia as much as we enjoy doing it each and every show that we do it here on the half hour. It's always so much fun. Oh, my goodness. I've got to put the studio back together now since, you know, we do this thing live, and I literally do everything. I do the switching. I do the stuff, all the stuff you see in the background. I literally do it live on this show. So if you ever see anything like the screen falling in the background or maybe my microphone going out, blame it on the engineer, singer. He's the one. Got another one for you. Somebody told me this joke the other day. Hang on just a second. I'm laughing at my own joke already. All right, here's one. Where do snowmen keep their savings? Where do snowmen keep their savings? You want to know? In the snow bank. Oh, you need And it's true, good time that brought me to you. There you go, a song that came out a little while way in the back there. Let's go back and do some more countries for our friend down there south, shall we? Oh, yeah. I think we need to get some dancing going on here. What do you guys say? Oh, yeah. When you hit twin fiddles and a steel guitar, you're listening to the sound of the American heart. Opera music on a Saturday night brings a smile to your face and a tear in your eye. Sing a song about the heartland, the only place I feel at home. Sing about the way a good man works until the daylight's gone. Sing the rain on the roof on a summer night when there's still no wrong from right. Sing a song about the heartland. Sing a song about my life. Yeah. Sing a song about the heartland, the only place I feel at home. Sing about the way a good man works until the daylight's gone. Sing the rain on the roof on a summer night where there's still no wrong from right. Sing a song about the heartland. Yes, sir. Sing a song about my life. To me now. Come on. Oh, man. You know, speaking of great country music and great entertainers, I don't know if you guys remember, today, this is a kind of a, not an announcement today, but we wanted to celebrate a #1 song this week in 1972, a #1 song this week that was on television. You might remember the one and only Mac Davis. He actually appeared on The Muppet Show a long time ago. On this date in 1972, his song Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me would go all the way to #1, and he would appear in a video on The Muppet Show in a swing with a pair of high shorts on. I bet if I was a betting man, Mr. Mac Davis probably would have never ever pictured himself being on a Muppet Show had he said, if you told me that, I probably wouldn't believe it if you told me. But there he is, taken back in the 70s. Mac Davis back there, he was singing in the background. Unfortunately, we lost Mac about a year ago. This one's for him. Girl, you're getting that look in your eyes, and you're starting to worry me. I ain't ready for no family ties. Nobody's gonna hurry me. Just keep it friendly, girl, 'cause I don't wanna leave. Start clinging to me, girl, 'cause I can't breathe. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you, then I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Hot-blooded woman child, and it's warm where you're touching me.
trembling smile. You're seeing way too much of me. Oh, don't let your life get tangled up with mine, 'cause I'll just leave you and I can't take no clinging by. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you and I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. I'll just leave you and I'll set you free.
Late great Mac Davis on our show today. #1 song this week in 1972. Right now, folks, it's time to find out what happened today in history.
This day in history.
September 20th, 1519. Ferdinand Magellan sets out from Spain on a voyage to find a western passage to the Spice Islands in Indonesia. The Portuguese explorer is killed in the Philippines, but one of his ships eventually becomes the first to circle the world. 1958. In New York City, a brush with death for the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. The civil rights leader is seriously wounded when an apparently deranged woman stabs him during an appearance at a department store. King recovers from the attack. 2005. Simon Wiesenthal, the Holocaust survivor who pursued fugitive Nazis for decades after World War II, dies in Vienna, Austria. He was 96 years old. 1934.
You have been through this 100 times. I need to know, where do you find your courage?
Sophia Loren, the Italian movie actress who became a global sex symbol, is born in Rome. And 1973, what's billed as the Battle of the Sexes takes place at the Houston Astrodome. That's where tennis star Billie Jean King defeats Bobby Riggs in straight sets. Also that same year,
I'm ready. Would you help me face this call?
singer and songwriter Jim Croce dies in a plane crash near Natchitoches, Louisiana. He was 30 years old. Today in history, September 20th, Ed Donoghue, The Associated Press.
This day in history.
Ah, yes, we'll never forget the day that actually happened. Jim Croce. Wow, what an incredible entertainer. Left us some great music. Also, too, on this date, it was 1961. See if you guys can tell me who this guy is right here. We'll bring him over on the screen here. This guy right here. You might know who he is. Let's see if we can make it work. I think we're having a little bit of digital problems a little bit earlier. Can we bring him over? There he is. This guy right here. Anybody know who this is? Take a guess. This guy, while searching for some recording material, he ran across something from his producer. The guy's name was Snuff Garrett. He heard a demo of Carole King's song, Take Good Care of My Baby. He told publisher Don Kirshner that he wanted the song, he wanted Bobby V to actually sing this song, and he believed the song needed an introductory verse. So Garrett met with Carole King, and the introductory verse of the V's version was actually written. So a song that was made by Carole King and Jerry Goffin was #1 this week in 1961, and the one and only Bobby V back then made this song famous. Late great Bobby V right here, one of the great ones, the teen sensation, teen idol out there. Goes something like this.
My tears are falling, 'cause they've taken her away. And though it really hurts me so, there's something I've got to say. Take good care of my baby. Don't ever, ever make her blue. Just tell her you really love her. Make sure you're thinking of her in everything you say and do. just as kind as you can be. And if you should discover that you don't really love her, just send my baby back home to me. Take good care of my baby. Be just as kind as you can be. And if you should discover that you don't really love her, just send my baby back home to me. Take good care of my baby. Take good care of my. There you go. Late great Bobby V today, #1 song in 1961 as we wrap down today's show. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I hope today's show has found you happy, healthy, and doing well. No matter what might be going on in your life right now, I want you to know that we're thinking about you. We hope you're doing fine. We always look forward to seeing you here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, right here as we wrap up our show today. There's a song that we sang last week that somebody said, Steve, thank you so much for singing that. And I thought, you know what? It's Monday today, and you know, it's just one of those days where it's just nice to have friends around. So I thought, you know what? Let's sing this song right here together. I'd love to have you sing with me on backup, a little song that we did last week. Kind of a special moment here on our show as we wrap things up on our Monday show. A song called Back Home Again. Because it's true, no matter where you are, home is truly where the heart is. There's a storm across the valley. Clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. Whining wheels are there, just make it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your tires up to the sky. 10 days on the road, they're barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. A light in your eyes makes him warm. Sing it if you know it. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him how you there spend your time. What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday, the sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, the time Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yeah, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey, it's good to be back home again. Y'all, thank you so much. I love you. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday and Friday this week. I hope you have a great rest of the week. If I don't, God bless you. I'll see you all real soon. Y'all take care.
That's all, folks.